Neighbor disputes, by and large, are, well, they come in all shapes and sizes, but this is one you have to see to believe. Her family says 7-year-old Kathleen Edward is in the final stages of a degenerative brain disorder diagnosed as Huntington's disease, the same disease which killed Kathleen's mom, Laura, when she was only 24. This is Laura's picture shown here in the arms of the Grim Reaper. Her family's offended. They found the picture on this neighbor's personal Facebook page. The neighbor admitted to me, yeah, I posted that on Facebook, and she says she also posted a picture of 7-year-old Kathleen with a skull and crossbones. What do you accomplish with the deceased mother with the Grim Reaper and the daughter fighting an illness with the skull and crossbones? What is it?
Personal satisfaction because it rubs their raw. Burns their because it burns Rebecca Lowe's raw for me to make fun of her dead daughter on that page.
That sounds sick.
Take it or leave it.
This neighbor dispute features a hearse hauling a coffin. Kathleen's family and neighbors say it's been used to harass Kathleen and her mom before her death.
Drove it down there in front of her husband's house, opens the casket, guns the engine. They don't care about anybody. I've never met people that had no heart. She told me that she was a devil. She has no sympathy and no empathy for anyone.
But the truck's owners deny harassing anyone. They say it's all part of a Halloween display. So your message with the hearse is it's Halloween.
Not a hearse. It's a pickup truck with a frickin'
with a coffin in the back? Okay.
No, it's just... Hello, staying with the theme. Hello.
Police responded to the neighborhood dispute while we were here. They've been here before. The family that's frightened has taken out a personal protection order.
How is it threatening when they're all parading around here now and you have PPOs against me and my wife?
How is threatening?
How is that threatening?
It's Halloween, people. We're going to decorate.
Hey, freaks, it's Wednesday, April 3rd, 2019. Coming up on the program today, Grandma don't want no queer grandson, that's for dang sure. Plus, wearing a Rolex watch soaked in piss and semen, what the hell is 4D pornography? And KFC, all the maggots in my food. All coming up today.
Eat my fucking cock. Eat my cock.
I've injected my knee with my feces, 120 cc's under my kneecap, just liquefied, pump it in.
Down and round.
It's the Distorted View Show with Tim Henson.
All right, Tim back here with you for the Wednesday podcast. Got a great one today. We start with a mother who just found out her son is gay, and she is not taking it well. And I kind of get it. I mean, even in this day and age, it's a shock, right? First of all, it's weird to think of your baby as a sexual being, but he's pretty much telling you, Mom, I love dick in my asshole. I crave cock. I need balls on my chin. I need semen down my throat. To me, it's an elixir. I would swim in semen if I could. I want to be gagging on ejaculate. I want my guts flooded with this stuff. I'm cuckoo for cum, Mom. Imagine being a parent and hearing that. Maybe in not so graphic terms, but that's the underlying message, really. Just to set the scene here, this takes place in a truck. The mom is driving the child home. I guess someone called her on the phone and ratted this little homo out. Do you know what your son is doing? He's been licking my little boy's taint. I walked in on them today. They've been fagging it up in our backyard pool. All right, let's see how this all plays out.
I don't know what's wrong with this world today. Girls being born girls.
How did I know she was going to sound just like that?
Trying to turn herself into boys, but then want to date boys?
I tell you what. Southern rednecks always add an extra H. Like WH really trips them up. Why? Why are you doing this to your mama?
It don't make sense.
Like you can hear the lack of teeth in her head.
Boys, it don't make sense.
It don't make sense! I'm sorry, I'll shut up for a few minutes.
It don't make sense. If a girl wants to date a boy, why don't she just say she's a girl? Why does she want to say she's a boy for? Does look like I know what's going in through his head.
That's the son, by the way. I know he sounds like a girl. The mom really should have figured this one out.
You want me to tell you?
Piece that puzzle together.
What's going on through his head? I'll tell you what's going on through his head. This world. They think
blow it out your ear.
I should mention, in addition to, the mom finding out that her son is gay, the gay son is also hanging out with a transgender person. I don't think they're dating or anything. They just happen to be friends. Because they're both weird.
They see so much of this garbage on television.
Are there a lot of trannies on TV?
Transgender stuff and homosexuals and lesbians and all this stuff.
There are a lot of those.
And then they think it's all right. It ain't all right.
I will say this, in regards to progress. The kid doesn't seem to care that his mom's yelling at him. He's just filming it. He's like, I can't wait to post this on YouTube because it's funny.
I said, because it's against my religion. Don't kill the messenger, the Bible says. In Sodom and Glamgora.
Fucking moron trying to quote the Bible. And that's Sodom and Glamgora. Sounds like a monster in a Godzilla film. Oh, she's so dumb. I love her.
In Sodom and Glamgora, he destroyed Sodom and Glamgora because of homosexuality and the lesbians and all that stuff going on.
This kid should have done what I did when I came out, and that was just have a guy constantly over your house, spending the night. Your mom will figure it out. People talk too much. That's kind of literally what happened. I was 17, that's right, underage baby, and I was dating someone in college, and he was like lived an hour away, and so every weekend he would come to Ashtabula, and he would stay with me, or I would go off to his campus, stay in his dorm, and I don't know. Eventually, my mom pieced it together. She's not that dumb. I mean, she's not dumb. It is rather unusual for 17-year-old boys to be having slumber parties every weekend. And, eventually she cornered me and very sternly, she was staring at me with a scowl on her face. And she said, I don't like what's going on here. And then I said, oh, okay, I'll see you on Sunday. And I left for the weekend. And I had so much sex. And when I came back, my mom was very quiet. She wasn't giving me the silent treatment. Like, she would talk to me, but it would be very terse, or just like short little things. What do you want for dinner? Your homework done? Like that type of thing. You smell like butthole and lubricant. That lasted a few months. My mom not talking to me, not the smelling like butthole and lubricant. That's just my natural scent. You just gotta give parents time to get over this shit. My mom's fine now.
You wanna go to hell? You want to be gay? You want to go to hell? That's your business. I still love you. You're still my grandson, and I love you. But while you're living under my roof, you will not talk to gay people. You will not sit there and talk to them all hours of the night.
Yeah, the thing is, now you can't control kids. They got their phones. They've got a world of homosexuality in there. Grindr, chat, porn. God, it must be so great to be a teenager these days. It's so easy to access sex and porn, the two things I was desperate for. It was so hard to get. This goes for straight kids, too. Really is a golden age for kids. All right. Even though grandma, he lives with his grandma. I think because his parents molested him or something. There's something weird at the end of this video. We might have to save that for another day. There's a lot to unpack there. It's weird because grandma doesn't want anything to do with these gays, right? I don't want you talking to them. I don't want anything on the internet. I don't want you calling them on their phone, nothing. But then she's like, very curious about his own sex life.
You ever slept with a boy?
No.
You ever sucked dick?
Then you ain't gay.
What? Someone needs to put their fucking seatbelt on or get whatever it is that's wrong with that truck checked out. This is a new hallmark of utards. Warning sounds beeping. I can't tell you how many times we featured Shane Lee or some other idiot, Thursday Lane in his house, and the smoke alarms are beeping because of low batteries, and this woman is not getting her oil changed
You
or
ever
whatever.
kissed a boy?
No.
Then you ain't gay.
Is that a challenge, Grandma? You ever rub one out to the thought of a boy? You don't want to know the answer to that.
All this stage stuff that you're going through.
Yeah, she said it's a stage.
You think it's cool.
This is coming out 101. This is how every parent responds. I mean, not in such a southern redneck way, but, you know, it's a phase, isn't it? It's just a phase. You'll outgrow it. It's interesting, like, she's not getting anywhere with this kid. Like, the grandson's not like, I'm sorry, Grandma, I'll try to be straight. He's just, you know, letting her go, and now she's gonna try a new tactic here.
I feel like somebody just took a knife, just stabbed me right in the heart, Matthew. I hope you're happy.
You're killing me with your fagginess! That what you want, huh? You want to see Grandma die because you're gay? I gotta hear that again. I love that she makes it all about her now.
I feel like somebody just took a knife, just stabbed me right in the heart, Matthew. I hope you're happy.
More silence from Matthew. I don't think this little talk did any good because Matthew's Instagram account is Big Papa 69.
I'll make an appointment to see if I can get you in therapy right away.
No.
Yeah. Yeah. I sure will.
I won't go.
You will go.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah, you will.
I love witnessing family drama. Could do a whole podcast on that.
Anything ever happened between you and your daddy?
Nothing happened.
No. Well, something happened between him and Sean.
Supposedly.
And Sean went to therapy, wondering whether or not he was gay, because a man fooled around with him. He wasn't no more than 6 years old. Not only was he a child molester, he was a pedophile.
They're pretty much the same thing, right? We're splitting hairs at this point. Well, there you go. That is a clip of a kid coming out to his grandma. I think she took it pretty well. We all learn how evil and disgusting the homosexual lifestyle is. Depending on how you live your life, if you're straight, you can be just as filthy. Here are some confessions of a straight whore. I believe this woman appeared in porn and then, slid into the escort business. She got herself a sugar daddy and ended up making millions. I mean, she had to work for it. He degraded the shit out of her. So this is a compilation. This was posted on eFucked. There's some interviews with this woman. She's appeared on some podcasts. So, this is audio from all over the place. Take a listen.
Well, how do you get into meeting these rich guys that will buy you racehorses? What happened here? Tell me about Brad.
So I had an agent. I had an agent that helped me get in.
To the escorting.
Mm-hmm.
Who knew there were whore agents? Aren't those called pimps? I guess it all depends on your clientele. If you're a dirty, disgusting crack whore, working the streets, then you get yourself a pimp. If you're a little, higher class hooker, then, you go through an agent.
Okay. Escorting. They worked with my porn agent, which a huge documentary just came out, exposing him as, a sex trafficking pimp.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. Just came out on NBC, a few days ago.
This was your agent? A top sex trafficker? Okay, he knows the business. She kind of sounds like a shrewd businesswoman. I'm going to get me an agent that has all the connections. Someone who's in the sex trafficking biz.
I can send it to you. It's
did you feel you were being...
Hay.
But did you feel when you were dealing with this guy that you were being sex trafficked? Or did you feel
100%.
She was totally okay with this. She's like, as long as I'm getting paid, I will do anything.
But basically, I met him because
Now she's talking about the guy... The sugar daddy, I think.
They sent the wrong girl to his home, and he looked at me, he's like, you're not the girl I ordered. And I was like, excuse me? He was 300 pounds and had no hygiene at all. He smelled terrible. His dad built Manhattan. Never worked, never had a job.
He was in a wheelchair.
Really? And you had to push the wheelchair?
No, he's too fat. We had to go... We would literally be at the Beverly Hills Hotel, and we would get out of the car, and the bellboy would put him in the wheelchair and push us to the Polo Lounge, and I'd be like,
sounds like a lot of fun, right? Well, there was a dark side to all of this.
So one time he bought me a Rolex just so he could piss all over it and then make me wear it for a week straight.
Wait, would he literally even pee?
Yeah, urinate.
So he'd put the Rolex where? Just on the floor?
No, on my wrist. And they would piss on me in a bathtub and then also come on it and then wear that for a week. Oh, you don't want to do that? Here's $20,000. Wear it for a fucking week. Take a picture of it every day.
Here's the issue. He's trying to degrade this woman by pissing on the watch, but she doesn't give a fuck. She's like, it's a Rolex.
Sure, fine. I was never the girl who was like, gee, I don't know. I was like, oh, great. Yeah, this is wonderful. More money? Sure.
Okay.
Whatever you need me to do. Put it where? Okay. You have a friend? Sure.
This goes on for years, right? He's like, she is his personal whore. And eventually he gets sick and dies.
His mom wouldn't even let me go to the funeral.
No whores allowed.
But that's okay. I just want to go to the funeral to find out who the lawyer was. I'll be grateful for a lot of the things that he's given me. But, I'm so glad he's gone. The day he died, I immediately called my man, and I was so happy. And I truly celebrated.
How can you say that about the man who pissed on your Rolex watch and then made you wear it for a week? That's okay, honey. You may be glad that he's dead, but he got the last laugh.
I was really upset when I found out he took me out of the will. I'm like, are you kidding me? You put your ex-assistant in the will. You put your drug dealer in the will. You put your housekeeper. Your dog is in the will. He literally gave his dog so much money. And out of all the people, you're going to take me out when we were together for 5+ years.
Don't feel too bad for her, though, of course, because while he was alive, he gave her lots of money.
I made 7 zeros.
That's like $10 million, right? 7 zeros is tens of million. Is that right?
But, yeah, he haunted me.
Oh, well, what?
Rude. He haunted me. It was so scary. So the first night he died, my man came over and he slept with me. And because I told him I was scared. I was like, Brad's gonna haunt me. And it was literally right on the edge of the dresser. This is a nightstand, sorry. Right on the edge of the nightstand, and it was like that.
It should be noted, and E-Fuck makes mention of this, that scary music you heard in the background, that was added by her. This is her video. She added the spooky haunting music.
I shot up out of my bed, looking around, like, what just happened?
Oh, I wouldn't mind being haunted if I had $10 million in the bank.
Hello? He was knocking right in my fucking ear. And I literally got up and I was like, Brad, go away. Stop it. Leave me alone. And I heard a sack of money slam on the dresser and change spilling.
Sounds like someone has a guilty conscience.
All over the floor, just like everywhere. Brad, please leave me alone. I'm sorry, I've been cheating on this whole time with my boyfriend.
So the whole time that she was with this guy, she really had a true boyfriend.
At that time in my life, I had just gotten out of an institution. So
what were you in the institution for?
It's all starting to make sense, huh?
Just a lot of stuff.
Out of everything she's revealed, this is what she's self-conscious about. This video is like 9 or 10 minutes long. You can check it out over there at efucked.com. This woman has written a few books about her whoring days. Oh, and she has an app out. She's an entrepreneur.
But it's like, that's why I have the Ho app, and it's for girls to support each other in the community.
Okay.
I can't give. Listen, I used to care.
You're like the Mother Teresa of hoes.
It's an interesting way of putting it. So the Ho app connects prostitutes with prostitutes. It's like LinkedIn for whores. Okay. Hey, real quick, before we get into the news, Vladimir Putin posted a real interesting video in our Discord. It's from that old show, Datelines to Catch a Predator. Sex. I like rape. Hosted by Chris Hansen, of course. The video is actually interesting because it is a full uncut telephone call between a pedophile and one of their decoys. So this is a grown woman pretending to be a 13-year-old. Here's the thing, though. It sounds awful. I can do a more convincing 13-year-old than this broad. Take a listen.
Hi, Juan.
Hey, how you doing?
Hi, it's Mandy.
Oh, it's okay.
She sounds like a Christian puppet. You know what I mean? It's important to know the difference between right and wrong. God is watching you. To me, she just sounds like Lamb Chop. Also, she looks like a lamb chop.
Dialed the wrong number. I'm sorry.
You dialed the wrong number?
Yes.
Why?
I didn't mean to. I don't know.
It's alright. So what's up?
Child molesters are so stupid. You can't tell she's putting on a voice here? Oh, you deserve to get arrested.
Okay.
I kept seeing the phone long. I just wanted to call and say hi.
Just what?
I I want to call and say hi. I can't stay on the phone.
Why not?
Because
Why not?
I want to show up on the bill.
It's not gonna show up on the bill.
It might.
No, I ain't gonna show up. Don't worry about it. Just one conversation. It's okay. So how old are you?
I'm 13.
All right, very convincing, right? Now take a listen to one of my calls, where I'm doing the exact same thing.
I am fine. How are you?
I'm good. What's going on?
So how old are you?
14.
14. I am 22.
Nice.
See, the call starts off very similar to the ones on To Catch a Predator, but I have a very short fuse. I don't like when they start talking their jib-jab language or with a heavy accent.
So have you got a webcam on Skype? Because I really would like to see you.
What?
Sorry?
Huh?
Have you webcam on Skype?
Huh?
What language are you speaking?
I don't know.
I wish I could be with you right now.
Oh my god, I wish I could be with you too. You sound so nice.
If you would like to come to Morocco, you are welcome.
What would we do?
Sorry?
What would we do in Morocco?
What do I want to do?
Yeah.
I want to do everything.
Everything?
I want to jump into her world and swim in her world.
You want to jump into my wall?
Yeah.
My pussy wall?
Have you ever sucked the dick of a person?
Yeah, a little bit.
But how are you going to suck mine on film?
How big is your dick?
Sorry?
How big is it?
It is not too big.
It's not too big?
Yes. Do you like a big or small one?
You know how to woo a girl.
See what I mean? I get right in there, get to the dirty stuff. This phone call with the perverted justice / To Catch a Predator woman, it goes on for 12 minutes. It takes way too long. 2 minutes into the call, I'm making this guy talk about how he wants me to suck his dick with my little girl mouth. Now, I understand. Look, I'm not delusional. I know that my voice alone isn't super convincing. I'm such a man, after all, with a deep voice. It's hard to turn that into sounding like a 13-year-old girl. I get it, but I sell it. I got that little girl swagger, if you know what I mean. That's how you convince these perverts. I could teach these perverted justice people, decoys, a thing or two.
I mean, this is your house on Castle Drive?
Yes, I love Castle Drive.
Sounds like a fucking Care Bear. It's ridiculous. Oh, I can't even listen to any more of this. And with that, let's get into the crazy, bizarre twist to the fucked up news right now. Today's episode of Distorted View Daily is brought to you by our amazing friends at AdamandEve.com. Check out AdamandEve.com and get 50% off any one item when you type in freak at checkout. When you do, you'll get a free sex swing and free shipping on your entire order. Remember, Adam and Eve has about 20,000 items in their catalog. Sex toys, sex furniture, necessities like condoms, lube, movies. I always like how I list sex furniture. Like, that's a huge catalog. Fuck ottomans, sexy dinette sets. No, it's nothing like that. But, like things to fuck on or in. Swings, slings, little pummel horses, maybe? I don't know. Check out their vast catalog. If it's sexual in nature, Adam and Eve has you covered. Go to AdamandEve.com. Get 50% off just about any item. That's an amazing deal. Plus, you're going to get free shipping on your entire order, and you're going to nab that free sex swing. Just remember to use coupon code FREAK at AdamandEve.com. That's FREAK at AdamandEve.com. Couple other things to mention. Yesterday we did a Sideshow exclusive program. Another Sideshow exclusive program is coming up tomorrow. Sign up, become a true and honorable freak over there at superfreaksideshow.com. And you can also support us on Patreon, patreon.com/distortedview. 3 very quick stories now. First up, thank Christ, I am not a parent, but I've always suspected when people have multiple kids, there is a favorite. yeah, you love all your kids, but you love one of them a little more than the other one, right? How could you not? What if one of them is a real shithead and the other one is thoughtful and funny? This is why I think I was the favorite of my mom. My brother was a shithead. My parents had my brother and my sister a few years apart. And then 12 years later, my mom had me when her eggs were old and rotten and smelly and putrid. That's why I think I have premature gray hair, by the way. I don't have any science to back me up, but I know I started to go gray in my 20s. That's unusual, right? It's from my dad's dusty-ass sperm and my mom's musty uterus. They were working with new old stock. My parents had me 12 years prior. Right now, I would be almost 50. Oh, that makes sense. I'm almost completely gray. I'm 50 years old. That's about right. My hair was growing in my mom's pussy hole 12 years before I was born. Or something. I don't know. When I hear it coming out of my mouth, that theory just sounds dumb. And it honestly has nothing to do with this news story. This is all about favorite children. And I think I'm the favorite because I was so little work. My parents were old. I didn't cause a lot of trouble. My brother was a shithead. My sister was, running around with guys, getting pregnant, having abortions. No, none of that was true. I still think I was the least amount of work, though. So a mother of two has taken to parenting forum Mumsnet over there in the UK to ask if it's normal to have a favorite child. Of course it is, but no one's going to admit to that, right? Explaining she finds it hard to disguise her feelings, the mother asked whether users could relate, and fellow parents were divided on the issue. So here's the post. Does anyone else have a favorite child? I'm ashamed to say this, but I really do have a favorite. I have two sons, and the oldest, age 3, is a real struggle for me and has been from day one. He's so intense and determined, he really overwhelms me. I really enjoy my second son, age 18 months. I feel like I understand him perfectly, and I'm 100% the most qualified to care for him in any situation. Then again, she says that it's hard for her to disguise the situation. Here are some replies. The first one, yes, I do. It's human nature. I don't love them any differently. That's not true. I just prefer parenting one of my girls over the other because she's a joy to be around while my other is very difficult. The next post is even a little more direct to the point. I love my two oldest teens to bits. They're kind, caring, funny, and good company. My youngest, however, is nothing like any of us, and I don't really like him. So there's a couple replies that are supportive. Then others were a bit shocked. One calling the thread scary. Oh my God, this thread is scary. Those poor babies. Oh, you say you don't show that you have favorites, but yes, you do. Another suggested that she seek therapeutic input. Go get professional help. One wrote, honestly, there's absolutely nothing a preschooler could do or present with or behave like which would make them less in need of or deserving of a wholehearted love from his or her mom. Oh, shut the fuck up. That's some candy-coated bullshit right there. We're living in the real world, honey. Most mothers feel passionately in love, gross, with their babies and toddlers, even grosser, irrespective of how challenging or ill or disabled they are. Whoa, why are we bringing disability into this? Sounds like maybe you have a couple kids. One with a normal IQ and the other with a mush brain. I love both of them equally! Mm-hmm. Which one would you rather take with you shopping? You're gonna get a lot less stares from the kid who's not constantly screaming, I want ketchup for my Frosted Flakes! I want ketchup for my Frosted Flakes! It's natural to want to spend time with the quiet kid. Another agreed, suggesting the mother seek help before patterns set in. One noted, I will say that no matter how hard you try to hide it, your children will know as they get older. I certainly did with my parents, and it left me with a massive resentment towards them. Seeking help would benefit both of your children. So, freaks, I throw it over to you guys. I know a lot of you have children of your own. If you have multiple kids, call in. Do you have a favorite? You know you want to spill your guts. Come on. Call the DV Confessions line.
Need to get something off your chest? Call 206-666-4463. And tell me your secrets. So I can call Child Protective Services on you.
No, I won't do that, I promise. You know, I hate children. Not going to do anything to help them out. Second story we have for you today. Amsterdam is famed, of course, for its winding canals. Oh, is that a thing? I didn't know that. Numerous museums. Oh, yeah. Isn't that where that new Pussy Museum is at? Or is that like the Anne Frank house is there, isn't it? That doesn't sound right. Was Anne Frank in Amsterdam? I don't know my World War II history. I thought that's where their house was, but that doesn't sound right. Nazis were in Amsterdam? All right, whatever. Numerous museums and, of course, the Red Light District. Yeah, people travel from far and wide to pay a visit to the Anne Frank house. Yes, I knew it. I knew that was where it was at, but it just doesn't sound right to me. Or the Van Gogh Museum, as well as the streets lined with sex shops and brothels. Why haven't I ever done a live broadcast or a podcast or something from Amsterdam? Oh, that's right, because I don't leave the house. Now there's a new experience for visitors to enjoy, and it's unlike anything you've ever seen before. It's called 5D porn. Wow, we're just blowing past 4D porn. I saw on Pornhub that there's like virtual reality porn. That's 3D, kind of, right? What the heck? And 4D is like real life, right? That's like porn you could touch. That's like just sex, I think. What is 5D porn? A 5D porn cinema has just opened in the city, offering porn fans a unique way to watch X-rated movies. Okay, do tell. The bizarre attractions feature bouncing chairs, as well as air, wind, and water jets. Oh, to help stimulate all 5 senses, offering viewers a totally immersive experience. So I get the air. It's like, guys blowing into your ear or on your ear or whatever. The water is either piss or jizz. Notice that there wasn't any, smells. That's not a feature, because sex smells aren't particularly pleasant. Like hot and musky. Despite the smut that will be screened, the owner, Natalie, we're just calling her Natalie, claims the picture house is a suitable place to spend an evening with your loved ones, and she described it as being a bit like at an amusement park. Speaking to the Dutch Review, she said, "We're definitely not just going after tourists for our audience. It's funny because in Amsterdam, even the Dutch people have an interest in breaking free from the norm. Come with your wife, have a laugh, try something different." She goes on to claim that the experience will leave you feeling energized. Lots of things happen so fast when you're in the audience that when it's finally over, you're left feeling energized. You want to go back out there, have a beer or a coffee and talk and just process what happened. If you're wondering what type of movies will be shown, well, they'll be showing movies made in collaboration with Kim Holland, a big name in the Dutch porn industry. They got Kim Holland? Oh my God. This is a serious endeavor. Natalie adds that the films are quite expensive to make, so they'll only be producing a few at a time before holding screenings. A total of 18 people can attend a screening at the cinema, and one film will be shown during the experience, with 6 screenings of that film played per hour. So they're very short sex scenes, just like real life. Oh. Final story we have for you today. I have been eating a lot of KFC lately. There's a confession for you. Are you a fried chicken addict? Call into the voicemail line and confess. Cluck, cluck, cluck. Those Nashville hot chicken tenders are very good, as are the Georgia Gold. It's funny, when I was living in Columbus, I lived right down the street from a KFC, and I would go there once in a while, right? But when I got down here to Cincinnati, there was not a KFC convenient to where I live, and I craved it. I was like, well, I need KFC, and now they've opened a KFC near me. They've answered my prayers. That's right, I wasted a prayer on getting a KFC built right in my neighborhood. God listened, and sure enough, I've been eating a lot of it, although that might all change after this next story. Imagine biting into a cob of sweet corn. First of all, KFC does not offer corn on the cob. You get a dish of loose corn kernels. I wish journalists would do their job. All right. Imagine biting into a cob of sweet corn and discovering a worm inside. Oh, no. That's exactly what happened to Bethany Webster's mother when she tried to eat a meal at Sitting Bourne's KFC restaurant in Mill Way. Again, this is over there in the UK, another UK story, so maybe they do offer corn on the cob at European KFCs. Which, is just fucking par for the course. These fast food restaurants always give the best foods to those overseas. I think it's because they're just allowed to sell crap here in the U.S. There are standards in the U.K. All right, it's got to be real food. A shocked Bethany posted a photo of the grub on Facebook and warned readers to beware of eating there. Well, I mean, to be fair, it's not like they're shucking corn at every KFC location. You know, they get it shipped in from the main office. You know what I mean? So you got to be careful eating KFC anywhere. All right, she says, be careful eating in Millway KFC, Sittingbourne. My mom was about to eat her corn that she got, and we realized there was a maggot or something embedded in the corn. This is disgusting. Oh, yeah, look at that. I'll make it today's featured image because you can clearly see something's wrong. I wonder if I would have just sunk my teeth into it anyway. You know what? It is a corn on the cob. Distorted View regrets the error. All right, she said, be careful. My mom was about to eat her corn. There's a maggot in there or something. It's disgusting. She said KFC ended up giving my mom a refund, but they weren't going to at first. It wasn't until my mom said that she would go to environmental health that they gave her the refund. She says, and then she still went to the news. She says the maggot was found on Wednesday evening at 8:15 p.m. A KFC spokesman said this looks like a corn borer. Oh, it was just a corn borer. What is a corn borer? Like some grains or something that got embedded in there? Or a piece of husk or something? No! A corn borer is exactly what this woman said. It's a goddamn maggot worm thing. So, okay, this looks like a corn borer. Like, whoa, let's everyone calm down. It's not a maggot, it's a corn borer. No one likes to see this, but it's perfectly natural and can happen when dealing with fresh, natural food. That said, we take food hygiene very seriously, and we're sorry for Bethany's mom's experience. A corn borer is a moth, yes, that lives in cornfields and feeds on grains. I don't like KFC's response, because she's like, look, this is a corn borer. It's perfectly natural and fresh food. So that tells me they're not going to, or they can't do anything about it. You should just expect moth guts in your corn on the cob. So be wary of that. That, my friends, is your Distorted News for Wednesday. Let's do a couple voicemails and get the hell out of here. Love to hear from you, freaks. There are many ways to contact the show. show@distortedview.com. I'm all over social media at Distorted View on Twitter and Instagram, facebook.com/Distorted View Show, and you can find me in the Discord when I'm in there. There are 1,000 other freaks hanging out, though, so if you have some funny stuff you want to share, they might be a good audience for you. I just got a message on Discord. Jean Lequifer or something says, so Tim, you know when you feature a story about a retarded pedophile on the show who does something obviously wrong and you end up screaming at him and trying to help? Yeah, I do that a lot. Well, in the world of affiliate marketing, you're that retarded pedophile. And every time you do things like coupon codes wrong, I end up screaming, how do I do coupon codes wrong? God damn it, I love you, but it's driving me crazy, as you've got the potential to make way more conversions. I don't know what that means. That's how dumb I am. Conversions. I think that means converting people into people who are buying stuff. I don't know. Let me help you sometime before I go nuts. I'm driving people up the wall with my lack of business sense. I'm sorry I'm a moron. Yes, please help me. I thought I did a good job with that coupon code freak.
Hey, Tim, it's Brad, the phone loser guy.
Hey!
You talked about getting paddled in grade school, or you didn't get paddled, but they had a paddle anyway. Yeah, I used to get paddled in grade school. I got paddled every single year, starting in first grade and ending in eighth grade.
Describe that, please. Go take your time, nice and slow.
When I was in high school, I guess they didn't paddle there.
Did he pull down your... Who paddled you, first of all? Was it a female teacher? A male teacher? Was it on your bare ass? Or was it like through your jeans? Did it leave a welt? On a scale of pale to tan, what does your butt look like?
But we had a teacher that told us he could paddle if he really wanted to. I guess they just didn't do it there, but he said it was completely legal.
Well,
at the time.
Depending on the state, it may still be legal. You were reading some of the rules recently.
I was born in 1972. I guess high school ended for me.
I honestly did not know that you were older than me.
1991. Junior high was 1987, so...
You're like an adult.
Yeah, up until...
I should call you Mr. Carter.
1987. Paddling every single year, at least once a year for me, because I was a troublemaker. Okay, bye.
I love the way Brad ends the call. How many paddles did you get on the... Like, when you got in trouble and they paddled your ass, like, how many? Like, 5, 10? And, like, what is the rule there?
Oh, hey. Clear. Sideshow member.
How do you know when to stop?
It's been a few years. I've been listening for about a decade.
Wow.
I just got my shit in order, so I got money again, so I'm on the Sideshow. Yeah! I'm a year behind, and several years before that. But anyway, just figured I'd check in, because I'm going to start calling again.
Yay!
And,
glad to have you back, my friend.
The episodes on Hulu. I'm so fucking excited. Anyway.
Wait, what? Episodes on Hulu? Hold on here, let me rewind.
And I found the Stephen Asante episodes on Hulu.
Of My 600-Pound Life.
So fucking excited.
I'm a human being!
Anyway, Timmy Boo, keep up the good work. I'm glad I could give you money again.
I'm glad I could take it.
I was away for so long that I was in for some startling news, but not surprising, I guess. Timmy Boo's officially gay.
Oh wow! You've been gone a while.
That was fun while the
I mean, it was never really a secret, was it?
That was fun while the controversy lasted, I guess. Keep it up, dude.
That's right. Satan outed me a long time ago. All right, that is all the time we have on this edition of the show. Want you guys to email me? Show at distortedv.com. Distortedv.com is our official website. Voicemail line for you, 206-666-4463. That's 206-660. Oh, God, is it Hogan?
It's Sodom and Glamgora.
Spread the distortion, STD. Tell all your friends about the podcast. Don't forget to rate us and review us on iTunes. If you're Sideshow members, I'll see you tomorrow. Otherwise, I'll be back on Friday. Until then, have a great day. Bye, everybody.
Oh yeah, look at that. Chew on that foreskin. Chew on your own foreskin. Yeah. That's fucking hot. Your own beef jerky.